Sawadee Cap, all our viewers out there. We're in Bangkok, in Thailand, for the Tiger Street Football 2011 competition that is being run all over Asia throughout the next few months. We do know that we were in Singapore last month and it was enthralling, it does have to be said, as the Brazilians ADC Florianópolis came away winners. They're performing in this competition, that much we do know. Let's bring you straight up to date on the rules and how you actually play the game, because it's slightly different to 11-a-side. Of course, there's only 5 versus 5. The ball cannot go out of play. You just play on, never mind. No draws. One winner must be determined from each match. If it gets to a knockout period where it's level after the 6 minutes each way per half, then one player will be removed every minute until it's 2 versus 2. Teams can rotate goalkeepers during the match. There's no issue with that. No substitutions, though. Only that can be done at half-time or if there is an injury. Only the keeper can be in his little box. The goalkeepers can score. All free kicks awarded are indirect. But the big key one at the bottom, if the officials feel that there is a problem with time wasting, they can award a penalty. Of course, we have 2 tournaments roll into one when it comes to Tiger Street Football. We have our local tournament, We Can Kick FC, Big One Sport 99. Lukchula and Chile went really, really well in Saturday's competition. The bottom half of the draw saw exactly the same. Wangkun and Tamam Pambin and Bangkok Street and Lumpang United were the ones that got through to the quarterfinals. This is how it all panned out. Big Sport 1 beating Wangkun 1-0 in the semi-final, so they made it through to the final. We Kick FC beat Bangkok Street, and there was the big final that took place yesterday. Big One Street 99 coming through 2-1 winners. Well, yesterday's highlights. This game is fast, it's furious. We got beauties, we got babes, we've got everything at Tiger Street Football. That's why everybody rushed down to Grand Central to watch this tournament. And I'm very pleased to say that somebody who's rushed down to be with me in the commentary position is a certain ex-Fulham, Manchester United and England player, Mr. Paul Parks. I know that you've had a little go at futsal or indoor football, but this is so fast, it's so furious, you hardly have time to think what you're doing. It is non-stop action, isn't it?
It certainly is, and just even by looking at this, you suddenly realise that you need quick players, you need players with very good technique, you need players with good endurance levels as well. That's the kind of qualities you need. If you've got those qualities, you'll go far in this competition.
Well, as you can see, goals galore all over the place yesterday, just the same in Singapore, and anything can happen. We saw in Singapore what some of the teams do is they play it off the backboard to react very quickly, and that's a good tactic in this game, because the ball, if it does go out, the goalkeeper starts with it, but if it just bounces around, anything could happen, Paul.
That's exactly right. If you don't shoot or don't score, you don't score. That's what they keep saying, and I think one thing we know already, you want as many strikers, goal scorers on the pitch. You don't need many defenders, because there's just so much going on. There's not enough time really to defend. You just got to shoot.
There are the winners. Big One Sport 99 winning 2-1 in the final, earning themselves $2,000 and entry into today's regional, which is going to be some, let me tell you, the semi-finals will be coming up very, very shortly. As you can see, the fans are all there in attendance. They're looking forward to seeing what's going to be an enthralling couple of games coming up very, very shortly. We're going for a break. When we come back, we're going to have all the action from the Tiger Street Football 2011 from Bangkok. A very warm welcome back to Tiger Street Football. Just to mention that all the players are staying at the Padawan Princess Hotel. Brilliant hospitality, they've all enjoyed it. They've been going out and seeing the sights and then coming back and resting in comfort, so everybody happy with that. We have a little bit of a bonus here for you now, because they're just running slightly behind time. There's just over a minute left in this game. This is the final qualifying match. As we can see, a little injury there, and it looks like the keeper who's down, Adi Azwan bin Zainal. It's the Young Titans taking on Big One Sport 99. That is, of course, yesterday's winners. So the wood there, the number 17, big, strong lad, and you need to be big, strong and physical on occasion in this game as well, Paul, because if you get the ball into your striker, you can hold it up extremely well, and then that can give you options.
And it makes a difference on a big pitch. On a little pitch, it makes even more of a difference if you can get a player definitely to hold the ball up for you.
There is the crowd. You can see it's getting bigger because they know that the main core games are coming along very, very shortly. As we see a little bit of treatment being given there to Ali Aswan bin Zainal. Quite a strange one, really. Don't forget, you're not allowed inside the box, but the keeper is allowed outside. That's foot to foot, and they've just volleyed at each other, Paul, there.
Must have been very painful for that one. Definitely the goalkeeper's come off worse.
Well, one thing we have seen throughout today's tournament, which we didn't see so much in Singapore, the officials have been great here because they've been jumping on the fence to allow the play to continue. They don't want to get involved at all. So that's something that we've noticed from the Singapore leg that has enhanced the game. Here come the Malaysians again. Long-range shot, well blocked, well defended. Here is Subawud. Oh, great strike from him. And again, there's the official jumping up on the line. And this is how fast and furious it is. There's the one off the boards that we were talking about, just trying to catch everybody out. You can see a head injury there as well. That was occurred yesterday. Long-range shot, and then again another good save from Adi Aswan. Playing extremely well.
You just see already that you just have to get shots in. You just need someone who's a little bit of a sniff around the box just to go in there and just pick up the pieces.
Another shot, and again another save from the Malaysians. They're under a little bit of pressure here, so just hoist the ball forwards. Again, a little bit of head tennis. Like we said, if the ball goes up in the air, it comes off anything. There you see, there's that angle, and there's the agility of the Thais just managing to mop that one up.
Just seeing the way they're playing as well. Lads from Thailand, they're just moving the ball very quickly. This big man is very, very strong and very skillful as well.
There is the whistle. That is half-time. Or is it full-time? It does look as though it's full-time, and it is Big One Sports 99 that wins 4-2 against Young Titans from Malaysia. You can see a little bit of disappointment there from some of the Malaysians. That's Mohamed Firdaus, not happy at all there. Crowd are happy though. They're always happy up there. If the Thais are winning, they are very patriotic. They do come out and support their side. Here's a side that we know all about, ADC Florianopolis. They won the tournament down in Singapore. Absolutely brute. Everybody away. Of course, the real superstar of the show was Denison Cabral. Take a look there at Carlos Valentini and the keeper, of course, Edilson. Pulled off some fantastic saves in Singapore. Here is the Pool A as it stands. We Kick FC. They are top of their group. That is absolutely magnificent because they were runners-up yesterday. Remember, the first two teams do qualify, and the Street Legends from Holland, they go through. But the surprising news there is that the Thais, We Kick FC, beat the Dutch, the Street Legends.
Well, that is a surprise, considering they've brought the game actually to here as well, is that they've gone out and got beaten as well. It's a strange one, really, but they're there to be beaten.
Well, Group B as well has been interesting. The Brazilians, who just looked a class above everybody else, it does have to be said. A lot of them play their futsal football up in North America. As we were mentioning, particularly Denison Cabral, who plays for the Baltimore Blast. This is the lineup that they'll go with. Adelson, who we mentioned in goal, Huertsen, Carlos, Fabio, Denison and Ricardo. This is the side that set Singapore alight, it does have to be said. They were absolutely magnificent down in Singapore. And they looked the real business. Denison was the go-to man who made everything happen for them. We're going to go for a quick break because the tension is starting to mount at Grand Central up in Bangkok, and it's going to be the first semi-final, and it is going to be Florianopolis will be taking on WeKick FC. It promises to be an absolute cracker, particularly when you consider that the Thais have already beaten the Dutch. Semi-final number 1 coming up after these short messages. Good crowd here in Bangkok. They've all flooded down to watch the great Tiger Street football action at Grand Central. And this is the Thai side that finished runners-up in the local tournament. Chadet, Sumran, Chanyut, Witut, Napadol, Parayana and Narot. So they are going to take to the field. You are allowed 7 players, of course, in the squad. Only 5 can take to the field at one time. So it is going to be the mighty Brazilians taking off the so-called minnows, it could be said, from Thailand, who, well, have gone past all expectations and won all 3 of their Group A encounter games. The officials, as is normal, will start with the goalkeeper. And it is the Brazilians who get us underway, and it did look as though it was an overarm throw. The ball should be played in underarm. Don't forget we have 6 minutes now for the first half, and there will be just a short break for the 2 sides to turn around, and we'll have another 6 minutes then. Long range shot fired forwards there from Punpoim. Nothing happening there really though. Long range shot there from Pania. Easily picked up though by Adilson, who elects to just fire one round the ring. And a great little volley there from Ricardo. No nonsense from him.
It's a terrific volley as well. Great shape on it, and they're just playing such a fashion. Brazilians, even when I watch them kicking off, they had their own position set up. The way they set themselves up, they are so organised.
Well, this is a side that finished 2 years ago, finished 4th in the Brazilian standings, and slipped a little bit in the last season. They finished 8th in the Brazilian Futsal League. All experienced seasoned pros. You did mention Denison, who of course emanates from the same part of the world and now is a US citizen, as we see the second goal going in. This time Hewiton it was, just poking that one home.
A bit of a rarity, someone actually running with the ball. Much opportunity to do that in such a small pitch.
That looked like a little bit of a rash challenge there, and it was a rash one from Vitun. No nonsense character. We saw that yesterday in the way that he played, and there's the Brazilians trying another quick one. That's when the ball does go out. It was Fabio that struck it. The goalkeeper gets the ball and receives it and is allowed to bowl it back into play. Of course, the goalkeeper can't pick it up if it's passed back to him. Again, well intercepted there by Carlos. Carlos played it forwards, and Ricardo couldn't make anything happen.
It's a soft one there by the referee. It never touched him at all.
Well, you can see Ricardo not happy with that. Having a little volley there at him. Pania, who was who went down. Off the backboards from Samran.
Referee's trying his best to get out of the way. Twice the ball hit him when he was up on the fence.
It really is fast and furious. There's a little drop kick. Now, as you can see, he played that off the top of the roof for it to drop back down, and just trying to reap benefits from that. Here's Jadet. Main shot from him, easily dealt with though by Adilson. Oh, good little work, but well read. Fantastic defending, and a great strike as well. A real opportunity there for WeKick FC. And it leaves gaps at the back, and it's walked in by Hewiton again. That's his second in this game.
There's gaps at the back, but as well, there was brilliant the way they set each other up there as well. So composed.
Great feet and good work there from Samran. Looking for the foul, and you can see quite clearly there, Carlos isn't happy with that. Carlos, he was the main substitute in